Hello, and welcome back to FTL. Last time, we got to a rock sector, so we have a few options available for us to jump to. I think we'll be starting here today. I actually meant to get up a bit earlier. I only got up at 1 today. 1 is that's not quite early, but it's something. And we got some pirates ahead of us. I am loving the weapon pre-igniter. This is pretty much the most useful thing we're going to get this entire run. I already know. These pirates do not stand a chance. Actually, we could have someone manning these sensors. I have the NG go over there. I would have Mike, but he's rather slow. We'd rather have him in the center in case any fires break out in the oxygen or something. And we are almost done with these people. There we are. And a bit of scrap. I think some of our main goals this sector should be getting up some shields. And we have enough. So a second layer of shields is going to help us out a lot. Especially when you get more beam and weapons and whatnot from our enemies. And we can have a mercenary. I like having them scout out the sectors actually. That way we see what's ahead of us and all the different options, and we have a few stores. And asteroid fields. So the exit's back there. I'm thinking zigzagging around here might work. So I'm gonna head up to this store. Sell those drones finally. Ooh. Well, let's sell the drones first. And where we have a clone bay. We can add the clone bay in. That way if anyone dies, they just pop right back out. A little drop in skills, but if it's something like Mike who's teleporting over, it might not matter. We need a teleporter. I don't think we're going to get one for a while. I think I'm just going to buy some fuel and head out. Nothing here I really need. So our next area, let's head up to this ship. This sector's almost going by too quickly. Another slaver. He's got a Zoltan shield. These shields are interesting. They block off any shot, missiles, lasers, whatever, for a certain amount of hits. I think, let's attack him. I was trying to be nice this run, but that gets nowhere. It's gonna take a few hits to beat through the shield. And they have missiles of their own. I was gonna have a video of this out yesterday, actually, but trying to get me up was like pulling a bear through a minefield with twine or something. Just wasn't gonna happen. Especially when I went to bed at 6 and tried waking up at noon. One day in a row that works, but 2 just does not. And there goes the oxygen. That is bad. I need to get that back up as soon as we can. Thankfully, these enemies still only have 1 shield, because if I had any more, then we'd probably be screwed over. Need some more weapons. Another crew member, another rock actually. Let's do it. That way, if we ever get the teleporter, we'll have 2 rocks. Both immune to fire. It'll definitely help us out. I guess Mike can go chat with his new friend over here. However long they feel like. Ooh, how are we gonna get to the exit actually? Might have to do this. It's the only way. So I can jump up here then. A disabled rock transport. Let's do it. And nothing here. I think we're gonna actually activate one of these fire bombs. Just need a bit more weapon power. And a bit of system power as well, actually. But now he has some fire bombs going. So we can start harassing the enemy crew with some fire. I'm thinking maybe there to there, jumping across. Maybe too many jumps. I think it'll work actually. Should be just good enough. seems we have some rock pirates on our hands. Fire won't actually hurt the rocks too bad, but it's going to start damaging the engines, at least until they can put them out, just to distract them from the weapons. And that room actually has a breach in it, so that's going to deoxygenate rather soon. Meaning they're going to have a hard time fixing their weapons back up. Fights seem to be really easy for these first two sectors, but I'm not looking forward to enemies to get more shields. Seems to get to a shop with weapons at some point. I think if we go to there, the fleet should be almost caught up to us. Can't really afford it anymore, jumping around down the outside. And nothing again. This is a bit easier than I thought it might be for a rock sector. Fill your computer with lies. Oh no. Alright, they're busy on their weapons, so actually the engine should burn out. Let's check out their clone made too. There's quite a lot of fire. Once the piloting goes down, it should take... Yep, they're gone. And a bunch of fuel. I always find that in these games, I run out of fuel. That's usually the reason why I die. I just don't bother buying it, and then I run out of jump fuel. I can already tell these fires are going to be quite a lot of fun. Ooh, breaching the oxygen. Oh, they resisted it. I forgot the rock ships all come with the rock plating. And they're gonna be busy fixing up this, which means I can just take them out. Somewhat regretting playing on easy. I think for these early areas, it might not be that bad, but later areas, I know firsthand that this game does get a bit harder. Ooh, distress call in an asteroid field. Strange stasis pod. I think this is actually one of the new ship events. We can only grab one thing. Let's take the stasis chamber. Yeah, this is definitely one of the new ship events. So I'm going to be giving this a shot later on. Well, there's the exit. I don't think we can afford to jump to that last one in the back. There we are. A new laser. That'll help us out a lot, actually. So now we have two lasers. We can easily get through shield if we need to. So let's take a look at our ship really quick. Upgrading engines is always a nice thing to do. It helps us out with dodge. Or just upgrade our sensors so we don't have to keep the mark hand over there. I think actually engines might be nice. 2 levels probably work out. Oh, we're up to 30 evade now, which is not bad. So let's take a look at where our sectors lead us next. We can head either to a civilian sector or off to the Mantis. I think I'm going to keep up with the harder sectors actually, so I'm going to stick with the Mantis for now. So let's take a look at what we have available. Quite a large open sector. But that'll all be for next time on the next episode of FTL. So I'll see you again then.